A GenAI petard, social ain't so social anymore, and tech CEO's gonna tech CEO. Welcome to the Unlimited Supply Podcast, your daily music business TLDR in your ear, powered by Interest Media, replacing social media, and brought to you by No Disc, helping music technology and finance companies navigate the music industry, and partnered with Digital Music News. It's July 29th, 2026. I'm Lars Murray. It's Viral Wednesday, but before we go viral, you know how we point out a lot that just because 2 of 3 majors have settled and done deals with the generative AI platform Udio doesn't necessarily mean that artists are going to get their fair share. I mean, the labels are historically transparent and generous, sharing the spoils, right? Well, if you believe that one. Anyway, now the American Federation of Musicians has stepped in. Over at Music Business Worldwide, Murray Stassen is reporting that the AFM, the union, is suing Warner and UMG, alleging that their Udio deals violate its contract deal with the labels, specifically citing a new uses clause in the union deal. In a clever act of judicial jujitsu, the AFM's thundering horde of litigators is attempting to hoist Warner and Universal on their own GenAI petard. Quoting the label's own language, when they were suing Udio, and the labels were saying that Suno and Udio were, quote, replacing the work of human artists with massive quantities of AI-created sounds that substantially dilute the royalty pools paid out to artists. Then they settled. Poof! I guess all of a sudden that issue went away for the labels, but the union is saying not so fast. Still a lot of layers of legal battles to come in the Gen AI war. All right, let's get viral. We've been saying it for weeks and maybe months, and we even said it at the top of the show today. Social media is getting less social. It's now interest media more than social media, and now we have the receipts. Over at Social Media Today, Andrew Hutchinson is reporting on a survey of 1,000 Americans conducted by the data privacy firm Incogni. Today I learned that back in 2006, The Guardian posited that 90% of the population are info consumers, 9% are editors, and only 1% are actively creating content. Now, I'm sure that between 2006 and at least 2015, that 1% of creators went way higher, but apparently things are settling back down and the kids aren't creating as much, which I observe in my daily consulting gig. The creator economy is not everybody. After all, being a creator is a lot of work, and I can vouch for that one too. Bottom line, if you're hoping for a broad base of fans to be posting and reposting your music again, you're going to have to be targeting creators, and that's going to start to get expensive as their numbers contract. And that's the kind of insight we're supposed to be providing to you, because Andrew also is reporting that according to another study, this one conducted by Sprout, messages like the one above are not getting through to decision makers. Still, execs, you're one step behind. It's not clear whether that's because people aren't telling you or you're not listening. Probably both. According to the study, 33% of social media participant professionals said their organizations were missing cultural shifts because they weren't listening to social signals. Another 26% said that problems weren't being solved because people weren't listening to signals on the socials. And why was this? Well, largely because the execs in question didn't understand social media dynamics well enough to make fast decisions. I imagine the record industry scores a little higher on this test, but still, so much missed opportunity. Wake up, people. We're in an interest media society, not a social one. Lots more to sift through in that study, and a link is in the show notes. Going back to that 99-9-1 formula, a lot of that 1%, the creator class, makes its money from Patreon. Patreon, as a reminder, was founded by Jack Conte, an actual musician, the guy behind the clever YouTube famous pop duo Pomplamoose. Well, Jack had his CEO and not his musician hat on this week as he announced that Patreon was laying off 20 employees. And while in the earlier history of the Bay Area tech industry, and that's what Patreon is part of, this might have signaled an impending death spiral. In today's Silicon Valley, layoffs are all the rage, even at healthy companies, as they retool for the AI future, which is legit. Or in some cases because the CEOs just get off on layoffs, which is not legit. I'm not accusing Jack of getting off on it. I imagine he's not, but tech CEOs gonna tech CEO, even if they are internet famous musicians. As for what is actually viral this week over on TikTok, we'll start with our viral for the olds. Yes, NSYNC's I Want You Back is closing in on 30, and it's driving a workplace dance spreading through offices and restaurants after they close. One restaurant video in particular hit 10 million views, and what really blew it up was when J-Hope and Jungkook of BTS took on the challenge at the end of June. Streams on the song are up 81% since the trend hit. Freaked Out by Fat Poppy and Prad Sushi is the week's single biggest reusable meme sound. It's got 1.2 million uses on TikTok this week. It drives a list format with one repeated answer on every beat, while visual proof stacks up. It started with the reasons to get a bob trend, and now it's expanded to other reasons to get other things. Over on Insta, Slater's Dance has been blowing up on an I don't feel so good, I think I need a blank meme. And the World Cup pig has finally passed through the TikTok and Insta python. This week, finally, the FIFA anthems Die Die, How You Like Me Now, and Pressure that dominated both platforms last week have cooled off. Our viral correspondent, Lydia Valentino, is with us this week. What do you got, Lydia?
Hey, Lars. R&B singer-songwriter Vado's 2019 track Take It There reaches number 10 on US Shazam following its use in the series finale of Showtime's The Chi. 2 spots above it is When I'm Home by James Blake, Travis Scott, and Ludwig Göransson, the end credit music from The Odyssey, which incorporates some of Travis Scott's dialogue as a bard in the film. However, the version of that dialogue which seems to really be resonating with people is an edit by TikTok user Croissant, where Scott's words are auto-tuned and mixed in with ad-libs, specifically from his 2016 single Pick Up the Phone and his 2015 appearance on Big Sean's All Your Fault. Croissant's TikTok, which was posted on July 9th, has 765,000 likes.
Thank you, Lydia. You can check out Lydia's V30 playlist on YouTube. There's a link in the show notes. And that's another Viral Wednesday. Support for Unlimited Supply is provided by you, our listeners. Sign up for a full year of support of Unlimited Supply, and you'll get the full year's membership at a 20% discount. You'll also get a limited edition Unlimited Supply Merit Badge trucker hat. It's the ultimate accessory for the music industry insider. It's available in our online store, and there's a link in the show notes. If you like what you hear, go buy a hat, or at least please hit that follow button wherever you get your pods. It would really help us out if you drop us a rating and or a review on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or Spotify, and tell a friend or 3. And now we are on Substack too, and that's the best place to follow us. Links are in the show notes, but you can also visit unlimitedsupplypod.com to sign up for our newsletter, to tell us what you think about the show, to suggest feature ideas, to feed us info, to feed us lunch, to call us out on our dubious assertions, and to tell us what we're missing out on. I'm Lars Murray, and remember, in this business, no conflict means no interest.